Okay, so we got UFC 244. And it's happening tonight. Yep. So who's your money on? I'm really here. I'm only going to be watching. I'm going to be staying up late tonight. I'm going to be watching the main card, maybe the last two fights. Obviously, the main sort of headliner, Jorge Masvidal versus Nick Diaz, and I'll maybe watch this one as well. Kevin Gastelum, Gastelum, and obviously Darren Till, who's a countryman of mine from Liverpool. I'm not interested really in watching all the prelims and the early prelims. This one here, Kevin Lee versus Gregor Gillespie. That interests me a little bit only because I think Kevin Lee's a bit of a dick and I'd like to see him beat again. Derek Lewis, nah. The early ones I'm really interested in the main event and the co-main event. I don't like watching all the scrappy fighters at the beginning. They're boring, so when they make it their way to the top, then I'll watch them. But at the moment, I don't bother watching all that stuff. It's like watching a support band or something. No, I get there for the main event. I'm not interested in all this sort of silly stuff at the beginning while people are sitting down waiting for the seats to fill up and all that stuff. So yeah, just the main event and the co-main event for me. That's all I'm really interested in. So who you got your money on in the main event? Nate Diaz or Jorge Masvidal? Again, the BMF belt. Broke motherfucker. Is that what it stands for? Broke motherfucker? Or, oh no, sorry, bad motherfucker. Right, yeah. Again, gimmicks, silly stuff. Throw them a bone when there's nothing, no good food to eat. Just throw them a scrap. Again, it's a bit silly if you ask me. Bad motherfucker. Playground belt. It doesn't really mean anything. I know it means something to these two because they're not that smart, but Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal. I mean, they're good fighters and they come off. They play the gangster part, don't they? But again, as far as interesting me, I mean, this was vicious. Look at that. Look at that KO, man. You know exactly what Askren was going to do, and he did it, didn't he? He smashed him. Anyway, but yeah, as far as this belt's concerned, and these two are concerned fighting, it's not for a real belt, as far as I'm concerned. The broke motherfucker belt, the bad motherfucker belt, whatever you want to call it. It's cool that The Rock's going to be there, but that again just shows you how childlike it is, who it's appealing to. It's not appealing to sort of hardcore UFC watching veterans who've been watching it since the very first one. That's me. I think I said it before. I used to import for the first 5 UFCs. The only way you could get them was to go down to my local martial arts shop, which was on Goldhawk Lane in Shepherd's Bush, and get them imported from Germany on VHS cassette. That's the only way I could get them in, and that was for the first 5 UFCs. I had to do it like that. So yeah, I've been watching it from day one. Loved it, back in the days of Vale Tudo and all this stuff. No rules, fighting, the shoot fighting from Japan, and then Pride and all that stuff. I've been watching this stuff since day one. So who do I think is going to win this main event? Masvidal or Nick Diaz? I'm going for Jorge Masvidal. Just because he's hungrier, he's a lot more aggressive now. He's turned it up a notch. Before he was always sort of, the split decision man, as they say. Yeah, I think he's going to come out strong and do it in the first round or two. Nick Diaz has got a fucking, he's one of these people that just doesn't give up. He's one of these. You see him all the time. These guys, they just don't know when to stop. They're not, something is disconnected in the brain there, so they can keep taking punishment, keep taking smashes to the head, and they just keep coming forward. So there is that from Nick Diaz. He's like a zombie. He just keeps moving forward, taking punishment. But I think he won't be able to take Jorge's punishment. I think Masvidal's going to come out firing hard and fast for the first couple of rounds, and I don't know if Nate Diaz is going to be able to take it. Maybe if he can survive to the third, fourth, maybe fifth round, he'll wear out Masvidal and then finish him on the ground with some jiu-jitsu, a choke or something, which is something he always does. But I think it's going to be very, very punishing for the first couple of rounds. And if Jorge's going to do it, it's got to be in the first 2, maybe 3 rounds. And then obviously if he doesn't do it, then I think it goes to Nate Diaz in the 4th or 5th round. Is it going to be a war? Yeah, I think it is. We might be surprised though. It might be over in the first round. Someone just bang takes someone out very quickly. Maybe Jorge will just take Nate Diaz out in the first round. I mean, it's been done before, hasn't it, by Jorge, especially the way he took out Askren. But there you go. That's my little prediction. Not long now to find out if I'm right or wrong. Let's see if I know what I'm talking about. I'm usually always wrong, though, so who knows? It's going to be a fun fight, though. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell a friend, tell a family. And until tomorrow when I do a follow-up video after the big event, I'll speak to you guys next time.